Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me, your favorite crowdfunding news and reviews channel here on YouTube. So today we have a Kickstarter project called, well, it's actually called Moment, but the title on the Kickstarter's The Future of Mobile Filmmaking Anamorphic Battery Gimbal. Okay, that's very confusing. Actually, I don't know why they titled that. I guess it's got all the keywords in there. But basically, shoot amazing cinematic video with your iPhone, Galaxy, or Pixel device. Now you can make your small camera as good as your big camera. Actually, that should be the title. That's pretty good. So what is this? It is a not too uncommonly seen, and I think I've reviewed a couple, basically phone case. It comes with a mounting for special lenses, but in this case we're talking about anamorphic lenses. And so if you're not familiar with anamorphic lenses, those are basically lenses that it's hard to explain. So people want like really widescreen pictures, but say the film that you are shooting on is not that wide. This is a lens that's actually sort of stretched out, and it kind of squeezes the picture into that space, and then when you project it or use it, or in this case edit on the computer, you end up stretching it back out to the original size. And it gives you that kind of like CinemaScope wide view. Here's an explanation. If you want to go to red.com, you can actually learn all about anamorphic lenses. So basically, if you're taking a picture of a circle, normally like on a 35mm frame with this 4/3 or whatever it is, it would be a circle, but the anamorphic one basically squeezes everything in, so it looks like this oval, and then when you project it, you make it stretched out. So they kind of basically show you it uses the full all the real estate, every square millimeter on the frame of the film, rather than maintaining the aspect ratio and wasting these with the black bars. So anyway, that's all kinds of info in here, and also it leads to this kind of features. You get this out of focus backgrounds, and then you can also get lens flares and you name it. So anyway, if you're really into film, you should know this already. If you're not, if you're like an amateur like me, you may know some of it, but you can check it out more there. So anyway, back to this guy. Their project video is very unique. It's probably the only one I've ever seen like this. It's super long, like on purpose super long. It's like an infomercial, not a commercial. So yes, it is 24 minutes long. Let's not play the whole thing. It's more like a vlog as these guys go on a trip and show it to people. But basically, you can see the quality of this thing here. So the question is that really all just from a mobile phone? You can actually do some pretty awesome stuff with iPhone cameras nowadays, or the Galaxy S9 is really good too. So made that with this super widescreen. Yeah, you can get some pretty cool stuff, and of course these guys know how to get all the cool lens flares and whatnot. You know, which is why they put those shots in here. But even for nice outdoor stuff, I guess there's some lens flare there too. Looks quite good.
What's up, Kickstarter, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook?
So anyway, I'll spare you the 40 minutes worth, 24 minutes worth of stuff. But they go to Toronto. They take some footage. It's all about the neon and whatever, and they go skateboarding in Sunset. So just from a filmmaking point of view, this is pretty well done, and obviously sales-wise, also pretty good. So I'll spare you the whole thing. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched about 15 minutes of it, but you get the idea pretty fast. You can check out the whole thing. It also comes with some, it mentioned like gimbal and other things in there. So it actually can come with a counterweight. So when you have that giant lens and stuff on the end, you need a counterweight if you're going to put it in a gimbal. So it comes with something that basically latches onto the end of the phone. Also, you should note, different phone case versions. And I guess it looks pretty cool. Gets all that lens flare. And they also have this, which is like a filter attachment. So if you want to use like an ND filter, or I guess any kind of 62mm filter works on there. And I think they show it in the later on. Yeah, so that's it with the anamorphic lens, which is square. That's it with the optional wrist strap. And also this case includes some batteries, like a extra battery, and also can do wireless charging. So depending on, I guess, which version you get or whatever, you can get a lot of extra functionality out of it. Here's the 62mm filter mount, which works with whatever, and I guess they sell you some too. So yeah, that's the deal. And now let's talk about the money. So these guys have gone way over whatever, over their target. Their target was 50K. They're now 20 times that, and it's going up as we talk, I guess. So quite impressive, but not too surprising. These guys have quite a track record, actually. So this is their 4th project, and I did take a look at their previous ones. They're all in the same area, and they got the Moment. They got the Moment case. They got the Moment 2.0. And I guess apparently these things are compatible, or these lenses at least. So they have some with like a fisheye lens and, you know, cinema wide lens, whatever they call it. And so these have all done quite well. They're all like multiple thousands of backers. And I think they're all in the, I think maybe the lowest one is $400,000, and the bigger ones are closer to $1 million. Let's see this one. $767,000. So clearly these guys are doing something right. They, you know, their stuff is not cheap, but I guess this is just a phone case, $20. Okay, that's not so bad. But you probably pay a lot more for all this stuff, right? Where's the lens? This is the battery one. Here's the case with the fisheye, whatever. So yeah, so you know, their old one starting like $100. They sold a couple thousand of them, so they're making good money, and they actually delivered. And they're using their previous ones to update their following ones. So yeah, so and they seem to be reasonably on time. So what did they send that thing by? By like July, and their target was May. So yeah, not so bad. Or I guess, yeah, some depends on which ones you ordered. So that's just the phone case was May, but yeah, June, July, so close enough. So that's, you know, a pretty good track record. They've kind of got this kind of market cut out for themselves. And in fact, they've already been using their products on some films. So there's a movie called Unsane, which is by Steven Soderbergh. Apparently filmed, it says it here, filmed using iPhone 7 Pluses with 3 Moment lenses, including the fisheye and not the anamorphic one. So their previous projects have been used in frickin' Hollywood movies. That's pretty impressive. I guess it's kind of a trick to use just the iPhone in a movie, but it's happened. So anyway, yeah, pretty cool comments. They're very good on answering comments. Well, maybe not so good. When was the last time? On the other ones, they seem to be much better. Here we go. So 13 hours ago they answered, but this thing is so hot. They've got tons and tons of comments, some not in English, or I don't know, people talking to each other. And there's articles in TechCrunch, yada yada yada. Personally, I'm always suspicious of those articles, or they say as seen in, because you know, pretty much anyone will print a press release if you pay them nowadays. But the numbers don't lie. This one seems to be pretty legit if you're into that stuff. And they do go in here and somewhere and show... Why is this so slow? They actually show them filming like in real world cases. The skate park or whatever. I don't know why they went to Toronto in the middle of winter to do it. But where's the nighttime stuff? Yeah, this one at the lake was, or the waterfall was pretty cool. If it ever plays. Skateboarding one, and that's okay too.
Hey, got
This weird Toronto Ryan Reynolds guy with the beard.
Niall, sun flare right here for some. Yeah.
So it looks pretty good, right? To me, this shot with the ice and stuff is pretty amazing. So I guess they did that just with the gimbal. They didn't use like a slider or whatever. Oh, watch this. Ready? Oh, there goes your phone or your camera or whatever. So yeah, pretty impressive. If you're, if you're above a total amateur, you're kind of a wannabe filmmaker, prosumer, whatever. This might be worth it for you. Prices are not too cheap on this one. As you can imagine, it's a little bit more fancy than just a fisheye. Just the counterweight's $30. Let's see. They actually do something also interesting here, which is depending on how soon you want it, you can basically get like the late batch for less than if you get the earlier batch. Whereas like batch 2 is over or not. So the early birds are all gone. $99 is actually pretty good. Second batch is no longer available. That one was supposed to be done in July. July. So these guys, I guess, are all timed out. But batch 3 is still available. Where's batch 3? Batch 3 is still available. So basically $200 with the battery case. And $145 without the battery case. I think I'll skip the battery. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's pretty good. You get it by August. If it maybe comes in September or October, that's not so bad. So that's it for the Moment Anamorphic lens with the weird title. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you're from Moment and you would like to send me one, I have an iPhone 7 Plus right now. I would love to try this out. I do actually, besides this channel, which I use just my laptop, I do actually take some video with my phone for many other things, including my kid. I'd love to try it out. So hit me up if you ever see this and you guys are still making them by then. And for the rest of you, big thumbs up on this one. If you're in the right target audience, if you're just want to take pictures of your kid and you're not too nerdy about cinematic quality and whatnot, maybe not for you. If you don't have a gimbal, maybe not for you. If you're at that level where you have your own gimbal, which I do, smooth Q, then probably this is not too crazy for you to get to. Actually, even more expensive than the gimbal, but hey, you gotta look good. So anyway, that's it. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter at GoKickMe and GoKickMeMedia.com to sign up for our notifications email list. Okay, that's it for today. See you guys next time. Bye.